in gameplay. Quite literally multitasking. So, yeah, we got a fleet climb. We got GAC, and as I put it on, I've got a Raver unlock. Yeah, I mean, hardly testing, but I'm going to say we can have a squad arena battle or something maybe. Just throw it into the wild. But yeah, it's a day long waited for. But yeah, I'd much appreciate actually just being able to get through my GACs with 2 wins. Killer JMK, that's a solid first gambit. I think there's a couple of them in my shard. Yeah, that Punishing One kit actually scares me a bit. I mean, I think that kind of demands Leviathan being on offense, which is pretty scary. Yeah, I can only assume they're planning on bringing out things for Profundity and even potentially Leviathan, because the buff executed that much. I can understand it if they wanted to keep Finalizer and Negotiator further down the packing order, but for Profundity and what's the face, Leviathan, well, even Leviathan didn't get nerfed, but or get hit by it, but Profundity especially, it feels like that was a bit harsh. It would be nice if it got nerfed a little bit because of that, but saying that, they could end up putting something in that makes Leviathan stronger rather than making that weaker. So I wouldn't really go down that rabbit hole myself. I wouldn't be surprised if Luthien doesn't come in. I think that just makes sense. They've made him a conquest unit and then they're going to say, right, here you go. You need him now. But we'll see. I've got no idea who this doofus is. Never seen him before. Say it every time. Loading times on here are crazy fast compared to BlueStacks. Yeah, that would be, I wouldn't say unprecedented, but it would certainly be how it seems to be feeling if it is true they go down the Luthien route. I mean, I think it'd be weird if they bought Luthien's ship in before Red 5, but that's because I feel like Red 5's been sort of wanted for so long. It's like, really? We're going down that road where we're not getting what we ask? Yeah, that is true. I mean, we don't know what's coming after Ezra, do we? So for all we know, it could be a ship. Might be just setting the precedent, saying, right, if you're not liking the idea of facing Executor with Punishing One, make sure you do your conquest. And to be honest, that would probably be enough to force me to do it. I mean, I know I'd do it anyway, but just in the sense of getting past the begrudgement of it. Thank you, I didn't notice. Let's sort that out. Yeah, game audio is just going offset. Alright, that's from Tuesday. Thought it was a little bit odd. I'm gonna have to try and set up a quick command for these. You can do it, it's just they weren't working for a while. There we go. Should all be up to date now. Yeah, on here it should have the option for it. Like if I go on Twitch here, I go stream and game title. If I go... Sorry, I'm just thinking what I've actually got right now. If I type that in, and then game Star Wars. There it is, took a bit of time. In theory, it should swap the stream title if I do it. See if it works or not, if I need it. Alright, nothing fancy going on here. Oh, we got credit iced. Yeah, go on, we'll run a prediction then. I do like running a prediction when I can. And find the button for it. Here we go, prediction. Start a prediction. 5 million or more in the credit heist. We'll go 5 minutes for it, why not? Anything here? Grand Arena and Squad Arena. Fair dues. I don't know if there's anything out that's worth rolling here. I got a Gideon Cron. I've got a Jedi Stun Cron. Night Sisters are meh. Oh, hang on, that was it. Just seen it. I took that to level 4, so that was like a little indicator to myself. Okay, that's not the worst. I do question whether it'd be worth going for something different, though. Curious how that tracks. Do you mean for Racer Crest? Oh, right, with that, yeah. I get you. I mean, that would certainly wind a few people up. Heck, it'd wind a few people up, I know. Alright, nothing too crazy there, but I thought I'd just roll a few stats on it. As is Relic 4. We got the Caloran up to Relic 7 the other day. I don't know where he's chilling. Probably a little higher up the list, isn't he? There he is. Yeah, Caloran's Relic 7, so we've got the first bit of the Bo-Katan farm done. Some mods need work, but we'll get there. On Omicron's save, that's going for Bo. But yeah. Still nothing new on Balin. Hey up, Drafts, how you doing? You know, I was just looking at that, right, sorry, let me go back to that screen. How you click here and it says, reward Omicron. There's that bit of me that thinks, it wouldn't be the worst thing if they gave you an Omicron, like an actual full piece like 20. I know that the argument is, oh, that's unsustainable, you know, why would we do it? But when you think about it, you go through all of this to get a character, wouldn't it be great if you got a free Omicron at the end of it? Okay, and when I say all of this, I know this is just 4R7s, it's not like big and massive, but it's just that thought of, would like a free Omicron really break the game? Because you could probably go and put it on the character. I don't know. I'm assuming just one mat. You know, one mat isn't really going to do much, is it? It's like, oh, great, yeah, thanks for that. You know, you take it rather than leave it, but it's still like, really? Is that what you're offering? You just pushed Padme to Rally 2? Nice one. Padme's, historically at least, one of those characters that likes Rallics just for the fact that it makes her beefier and harder to take down easily. So, definitely going down the right path with it. I made a mistake though. Should have specialed. I can be better on defense, yeah. This is what I absolutely hate about Isolate, the fact that if you do cock up like that, you kind of stuff. Pulling in another Rebel just to try and get extra assists. I'm guessing you face a lot of opponents that have more things than you've got. I mean, it is something that pretty much is universal at that level of GAC. I mean, I don't like it. I've spoke out against it for a long time, but for whatever reason, CG just haven't done enough to change it. I mean, I think people have said for a while, not just with this game, but other games I play, you know, we'd take it if you actually didn't do new characters and new content for a while, if you actually fixed bugs. And game studios just never do it. Dark side ship? Yeah, I can believe that's half the reason. The cynic in me could believe it anyway. Oh wow, that was a brilliant one shot. Not happy about it, but it was a brilliant shot. Alright, I could still get out of this with a win. I just need to get this out fast. Okay, that's not ideal. Will you stop going for Bleeding Horn? Yeah, so much for that. Can I wiggle? Thank you. Hey, okay, the bug. How you doing, man? Just doing my fleet climb. Oh, nearly. There we go. I think they might go into that kind of stuff eventually. I don't think there's any reason they wouldn't. I think one of the things that you have to weigh up with TV shows is that there has to be a story to tell, and I suppose while you want to see that world, you've got to have a story around it. I think The Mandalorian started well down that road, but then it veered away from it a little bit. So I think if they find the way back there at some point, even if it's with a different character, they know how to do it. You think as well, we had Andor with the Heist episodes. That honestly shows they can do those kinds of arcs as well. Cheers, drafts. I haven't actually got it yet, but I should get it later today. Well, I say I should. The shards are accounted for. Still a way to go for Crimson. I don't even know what my shard count is here. By the way, I like that name. Let me just move my camera set. Oh, I forgot me things hiding it now. Guildmate's name, Major Balls Up 91. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like I've said before, I've been following what JM officers are saying, at least loosely. I mean, I honestly don't know more than that, just as far as I'm obviously not there, but they're aware of it, let's put it like that. Yeah, I think I saw something about getting a star on Felucia today. Or preloading Felucia even. Yeah, I mean, that's solid. 9 out of 9. You know, I think for JM, getting 3 stars a day is a solid approach. And I'm sure there's been talk of doing, again, I think this is what I've seen, talk of doing Darkside Geo again for a spell, just to help people like yourself get Watt and, you know, just maybe have a little easier time with it. Alright, we got a bit of time here. I don't know why I can't see. Hey, there we go. Oh, we didn't get any outcomes on it. Never mind. Delete. If I'd have had a vote on the prediction, I would have run it, but not much point. Our view, we're not that close to Christmas. I mean, I say that as if I were in the guild and people were saying, oh, Christmas is coming up. I'm like, come on, you can't start using that as a reason in October. You know, late November, early December, yeah, fair enough. That's when it really starts kicking in, but October, nah, I'm not buying that. That's just people who can't be bothered. You know, I get there are real life things that kick in, like people have got work accelerating and whatnot, but still. Yeah, I've had a go with High Voltage. It seems quite good. I mean, I haven't played the game today, but it does seem very good for quick, short burst games. If anything, it kind of forced me to rethink my deck building a little. Because I did just run some basic decks at the beginning. And, you know, it's good and all that. You can still use them. But you sort of get that feeling straight away of, I wonder if I could actually just cut some of these low-cost cards out of my deck and just go for higher value cards. It wasn't really a great idea, but the idea was there as far as maybe there is something to be done. I haven't seen a lot of Black... I've maybe seen 2 but Black Panthers. But again, I only played a couple of games last night, so probably a case I haven't sampled it enough. Yeah, I'm not denying that shops get, like, they sort of get Christmas stuff on sale, but I think there's a difference between things being on sale and actually having the Christmas rush. You know, I know for myself, I don't really think about getting Christmas stuff until next month at the earliest. So I know there are probably people who do go a bit earlier than that, but still, I think if you were to work like the average, it would be November, December time. And again, I think Thanksgiving would be the same. Again, I'm not American, I wouldn't know that, but I would suspect. Let's go here. Got 3 minutes. But yeah, it's like myself, right? I'll probably be looking around mid-November, late November, just try and get the essentials ready for Christmas, you know, and then we'll do an online shop that'll get some of the things that we need around Christmas Day. But that's about it. Yeah, again, I would agree. I just kind of disagree that October would be that time. Yeah, over here it is just another day. I mean, I see people talking about Thanksgiving on Discord, so, you know, it's enough that if anyone says them, I'll say, hope you're having a good day, but that's about it. Agent 47. That'd be the easy one for me. All I need is to just get bolder. Why put any effort in when you've got the perfect loot for it? Genuinely, I did actually say the other week, if I could get a bald cap, I would do it. Because annoyingly, I've got silly amounts of hair, so I'd have to do like a weird shave. Yeah, we have no Thanksgiving. I honestly couldn't think of many worthwhile ones that aren't just men in suits, like a Lex Luthor or something. That actually kind of fits, sadly, because he wears a wig, doesn't he? Yeah, we don't have Thanksgiving over here. It's very much an American thing. Well, I say American as in America, Canada, etc. He did in the Superman movie. Yeah, that's all I was going for. You know, that's the only one I was referencing. I know he wore a wig in that for the majority, didn't he? And then it was revealed at the end. Whoop. Yeah, we haven't got much to thank for over here, except for, you know... Actually, I don't think we have got much to thank for in general. I was just thinking about the Batman vs Superman movie, and that was the weird thing. They decided to make Lex like really long haired. Like, I know at the end he lost his hair, but you can't not look and go, really? You went down that route? Yeah, I think if Mum was getting more healthy, I'd be thinking that way, but in general, it feels like one more thing to curse rather than one more thing to be thankful for. Okay. That is good. Perfecto. Perfect. Yeah, I get you from that point of view. was weighing up then, do we do the AoE, but I thought I'd rather just try and get rid of the taunt. Okay, so that takes us to 85, plus a little extra. Stealth. Okay, so Y-Wing, thank you for doing the job for us. That was 2 crits, so that should take us up a bit higher. There we go, 98, and hopefully that's 100. Hey, Kev, how you doing, man? Feels like a while since I've seen you. Let's do that. And that. And we'll do that. Yeah, he had a little break from it. I feel like mobile games are always like that in terms of you either get... You keep going, or you have to take breaks. I'm someone who just keeps going, but I don't blame anyone thinking, you know what, very intense this. Hey, nice one. And say Chewie's, I feel like he's a fine wine character. He's certainly kept going well. Nicking and Alex Kocher isn't there. Yeah, I feel like it demands time. When you haven't got a lot of time, it really sucks. Okay, switch over.
Can you hear it? It's them. They will find you.
I feel like the PC client's giving me a little boost in it all because it just feels like everything plays smoother now. Like, you don't feel like you're doing Conquest, say, whether it be on your phone, whether it be on BlueStacks, and you don't feel like it's going to crash. Like, I wouldn't say it's infallible, it's not like it can't crash or anything, but it just feels more secure. And for me, that's just the biggest pro of the year for Swaggo. I just love the fact that the things it makes me do, I can actually do them with a bit more security.
You can't escape.
Alright, we've got another Creditas. $5 mil. Got 16 minutes, and I'm sure I've got to do 2 battles minimum.
Can you hear it? It's them. They will find you. You can't escape.
But yeah, just going back to Punishing One for a minute. I genuinely don't know what the meta's going to be when that comes out. Well, when I say that comes out, I mean people have got it more readily. I mean, that is quite daunting. Yeah. When I say the meta, though, I mean more in the sense of how it will be used, like Grand Arena. I mean, I would imagine a lot of people will be now placing it on defense, just thinking, right, you're going to need Levy or you're not beating this. And for me, that's quite daunting. I mean, Prof might be able to beat it, but you're going to have to really try and go for Punishing One early somehow. And I can't say with certainty how you do that. Sorry about that, Kev. Caught the ad break just a bit late. Well, that is the bit I'm curious about because if I'm right, Executive will be faster than Profundity. I mean, maybe it's a case that you don't start harmed. You know, you reinforce it or something. Prof will still go first. If that's the case, then you're going to have to wiggle with Harn early. I know there's something in Profundity's kit that grants that an early boost. It's been that long since I've read it. I think the concern for me would be Outrider, so I think what you'd have to do, you'd have to turn 1 wiggle with Harn, turn 2 get Outrider on the Stealth via Profundity. I'm saying turn 1, turn 2 there, more like priority 1, priority 2. And hope then that the Death Mark applies to the Y-Wing. But the thing is, if you're stealthing Outrider, punishing 1 can dispel it. So maybe it's the case you don't start Outrider. You bring it in as a reinforcement. No worries, Kev. By the by, it sounds like you've done alright there. Yeah, double tank could be an option. I mean, I've always liked Biggs as a tank, so I wouldn't be against him actually getting a bit of time in the spotlight. Yeah, no worries, man. Gonna say, I hope I catch you around, though. Whenever an enemy gains stealth, dispel it, inflict breach on themselves for 1 turn, which can't be resisted, and then punishing 1 stealth for 1 turn. So really, you don't want to stealth Outrider under any circumstances, because that's just going to completely do the opposite of what you're after. Oh no, man.
The Lost Womprat raided my stream with 10 viewers.
Thank you very much, Womprat. How you doing, man? We're just musing over punishing 1 and what we're going to do about it. Hope you're all doing alright there, folks. Shout out's gone out for you. And say thank you whoever did that. But yeah. I'm kind of anxious about it. I honestly don't know what's going to be the best counter for it. Oh wow, is it 2000? Man, oh man. I hadn't seen that. Last night, all I saw was people, or one of my guildmates was upset that they haven't announced any more Ahsoka requirements. I was a little distracted by that. Is it further up? There we go. 1999 crystal pack down. That is rough. That is rough. I mean, you can see here I've only got 2,000 crystals. So I'm probably not going to be able to do the Gamba I've been doing. I mean, according to the data mine, that's it. The Punishing 1 pack at $12.99, right? The Punishing Pursuit pack, I'm assuming is this. The one with Dengar in it. But yeah, I've only got 2k and I'm not topping up for it, so that's just out of my reach. I mean, we'll see how good it is at 3-star, I guess. I'm assuming it's a 3-star unlock. I'd imagine some of the good stuff's hidden behind later stars. Yeah, I'd have thought all of this is available so you can get the death mark. Capital ships do, don't they? But I think you're right. These ships don't. Yeah, so you've got a point. I think it should be viable at 3. It's just this that you can't do anything at until 5-star, isn't it? But you don't want the reinforcement. I knew there was a restriction, I just couldn't remember. I know how long it is since a bloody ship came out. But yeah, it's going to make GAC next week a bit messy. I genuinely don't know if it's worth taking Leviathan off defense next week for it. I mean, I suppose we'll see if there's a counter out there that's reliable for it. They do have star restrictions. Right. Fair enough. I've got no idea. And I haven't even got a ship that I can upgrade just to test it. So yeah, I'm just clueless on it. We'll find out in a couple hours. Either way, it's like, whether we get 3-star with some abilities, 3-star with all abilities. I know I ain't getting it 7-star. Oh, I ain't even getting it 4-star. This was released just too close to Marek. But that's a capital ship you're looking at. Capital ships do tend to have a difference to normal ships, I'd have thought. Okay. The reinforcement for sure is locked behind 5-star. Yeah, I would have looked at my gauntlet, but sorry, not my gauntlet, my Marauder. But I know that it's locked behind gear. I haven't got my bad batch built up. I think for that reason, that's why I'm doubtful about it, because I'm pretty sure I've got the other abilities maxed. It's just the ones that the characters have that I haven't. And because Dengar's Rally 5, in theory, I should be able to max his. I mean, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, so that's good enough for me in terms of, I think to myself, if I could get the Sorry, I'm just deciding who to nuke here. Gotta be the tank. Yeah, exactly. I think the pilot's always a restriction, I find, but I don't mind that too much. At least in terms of consistency. It's why my Marauder on my main account sucks. I've got Gear 8 Bad Batch. Alright, 15 stacks of that, so we can AoE. Yeah. Yeah, for sure I can believe that, just as far as, again, that's why my Marauders sucked. It's like, I just don't have what I need. This is stalling out pretty badly right now. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get this in time. Have you got one in mind, Peak? Yeah, I mean, if anything, that's probably the biggest thing about the reinforcement. You don't need it. Yeah, we ain't winning this. They're just too tanky. Oh well, we'll play it out. My dog, I took her for a walk before I started this, and she decided to go on a slightly longer route than we normally go on. And I swear that's where this comes down to, the fact that I had to go up a further side street than I normally do. It means that the walk was just a bit longer than normal. Just those small margins. Yeah, I mean, again, that's a fair point. You never know if they've done something like that. It doesn't mean they have, but it's not impossible. Saying that, though, that looks promising. Ship level required 85. I mean, you would assume, again, big word, but assume that that means, yeah, as long as you're level 85, you can use it. There we go. Ship priority required 5-star. So, yeah. I would say that means we're alright. Suppose we'll see, though, won't we? Okay, round one. We're up against Lenders Quizan. I feel like I've seen this name before. I may have faced him. I don't really recall. No worries, One Pratt. I'll catch you around, man. Oh, hang on. Clicking on the wrong one here. Or the wrong bit of the button. Okay, so zoom in a bit so you guys can see. We're 11.2 to their 12.2. 282 Satyrs to their 337. We're 3 Omicrons ahead. 3 GLs behind, with 48 relic units behind, and 45 relic 5 pluses behind. So not too great. 25s were a little bit ahead, but that's what, 16? Yeah, 16 ahead. 1 behind on the 20s, and 111 behind on the 15s, so not particularly great. And they've re-rolled their Datacrons a lot. So yeah. This looks like it could be rough. They've got Raver, Bo-Katan. The gas is a little bit quick for my liking. I wouldn't argue against the rest of it though. Even though I wouldn't personally have some of these this high up, they might say, oh, I wouldn't have my bush that high, or that, you know, Rex or something like that. So everything's up for debate. But yeah, personally, I think maybe 1 or 2 of those are a bit misplaced, but it depends what they use them for. So it's not criticism, just personal preference there. So yeah, I did actually have 5 minutes last night to look at what they usually place down, see what we might be doing. So we're expecting Gungans, Lord Vader, Leia, Queen Amidala, Rey, Jabba, Saw, Raver, and at the back potentially Geo's Caloran and Finn. So we've got a very rough outline down. On paper, I think probably the sketchiest thing is going to be Starkiller Saw if there's a support cron. We might have to just be a little bit careful around that. But we'll see. We'll see how the rest of it goes. Plus, as always, there could be changes. You know, they could have changed the defense around. So let's just get in and see how it goes. Okay, so they have beat one team. That was Mon Mothma. I did change the Cron, by the way. I've put Pow in with the Power Cron. So taking it out for 75. Well done. No bonus dropped, essentially. Let's see. No other attacks, I'm assuming. Nope, so they're waiting on me. Well, that's how it feels anyway. Alright, just sort my drinks out. So far this looks the same. We got Gungans, we got Queen Amidala, we got Lord Vader, we got Leia. We'll have a look at Crons in a moment. Or specific Crons. Okay, that's different. DTMG, Trench, Jabba, Rey. Round. I was just going to CLS Trench, but I think Django there is just a little bit So I'm going to put Starkiller there. I'd say everything else looks as I would expect. They've just pretty much made 2 changes. Or at least 2 changes from what I would have guessed they put down. So let's have a look through the Crons. So nothing Imperial Remnant specific there. Bit of defense. A support Cron there, that could be quite nasty, so we'll have to be wary of that. I've faced that before, and Django just absolutely destroys you after a few too many turns. In fact, I think I might have tried Starkiller on it in the past. It might be that I have to stun Django in the opening gambit. Either that or think of another team. Okay, support Cron again for Jabba. That could make Aphra awkward. Okay, Rey I'm not too worried about. We've got Malicos, so the anti-revives and all that kind of jazz, we should be fine. Let's have a look up here. We've got nothing too fancy there for the Gungans, so we should be okay with Phoenix. Got the Shatron here again. The stuns could be awkward, but there's not a tank or anything, so that doesn't really apply. I mean, arguably, I haven't even checked this. Does the Handmaiden count as a tank that could be revived? If so, that could be a little bit awkward, but Bane's just going to do Bane things anyway. I can see a fly buzzing around me. We got Vader. Attack again. Sorry, not attack against a bonus turn on defeat with dots. I am kind of tempted to throw in Fennec for that, just for the fact that that is kind of nice. The only thing is Thrawn's there, and Thrawn's scary with Fennec. And then we got damage immunity on tanks. Nothing too crazy. Okay, so this wall could be a problem, but let's just go at it. So, Ufus. Where are my Ufus at? I don't think we need anything fancy here. I mean, arguably, we don't need a Kron. Yeah, I'd say we're okay. Alright, rock time. Are you ready to rock? Yeah, that seemed like a prudent move. We got 2 for the price of 1, essentially. Let's see if we can get Rey down a bit more. Okay, not enough, but maybe we can get Ben down again. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that's Barriss doing that. And Sorty's enabling it. Okay, we're just gonna have to chill a minute. We got rid of Ben as well, so that's a big help. Okay. That didn't do much, granted. Lovely. Rocks. Perfect. Okay, we did drop 2, but honestly, I'm taking it. Next up, Aphra, get in here, love. We got work to do. There's this big, nasty slug that we need to get rid of. Here we go, bring some droid pals with you. Okay, so let's just chill, everyone. Chill. Burn, baby, burn. And bye-bye, Bushi. Bye-bye, Boba. Burn, baby, burn. Bye-bye, Boba for good. Arguably that was a waste of the torture, considering Chrysanthemum could be a pain in the arse, but I just didn't really want Embo there, if I'm going to be honest. Let's just do the AoE. Get some armor shred on the Wookiee. Burn, baby, burn once more. Okay. I feel like I need Magna to be doing just a touch more here in terms of helping me cleanse. Maybe I'm being too demanding. Yeah, Chris is thick. Could really do with the torture. I know it's the support Kron that's causing this. Okay, we're one away from getting torture out. Another armor shred. 2.5 minutes, we've still got time. Okay, if we do the torture now, we're blind, so we're just gonna hold it, man. Okay, Trip, get in here. You need it. Again, just keep draining that potency. I want him to be impotent. Alright, burn, baby, burn. Down you go. We're going to lose someone. Oh, maybe not. Wow. Nice one, droid. Okay. I was sweating then, thinking who we were going to lose. I'm changing my plans a little bit. I'd go down on here. I got down that we're going to do Malgus on TTMG and Starkiller on Trench. We're going to undo that. Because I've just remembered we got Adrad, so we do Adrad on DTMG and we'll Malgus the Trench. Yeah, I was surprised at that, Kada. I did not expect that kill shot. Okay, just got an ad break on Twitch, so I'll put this screen up for a minute. Oh, I'm going to roll my sleeves up just while I've got a chance. I think I've said it before. I'm one of those that kind of can be hot with my arms, but cold with my body. It's why I do like jumpers. I did notice it, yeah. I'm not entirely sure why he brought that up. I'm guessing that it was like, if there isn't an immediate priority, then they will go in order, but I'm not sure the reasoning behind why he mentioned it. Interesting, though. Because... okay, they both got equal priority. Makes you wonder where Slave 1 fits in that list. You'd assume Slave 1 would be first in order. Or maybe not. Maybe it is Xanadu then IG Slave 1. Well, you know, if you had them in that order. Alright, that break's over. Get back in. So yeah, let's Malgus this. Another one bites the dust. Could really do with getting Watt out just so he doesn't try and revive. Alright, Django has had his turn, so we can hit him at least. Let's dispel. Okay, that was a miss, thankfully. Yeah, let's hit Django. Oh, you little bleeding swine. Alright, Dukester goes next, but it misses his turn. One Django down, plus he's lost the shield tack. Suck. Ability block, lovely. And you know what? I'm not taking chances. Bye, be gone. These two are not taking this lot out. Yeah, it certainly makes for a tough time when Phantom comes out first, because you know you've got to be quick doing what you're doing. I have faced it once, but I don't see it that often, surprisingly. Maybe it's because people like the idea of Phantom being available for whatever Rebel team they're running. I'm not sure why entirely, but I can only assume that's the reason why I rarely see it. Alright, 65. I really wish K2 was a few relics higher. That's alright though. Did anyone notice that Jednat, Anakin and Dengar had character model reworks? Dengar I understood, but I was surprised at Anakin. I mean, I think Dengar's just looks a bit cleaner, but I'm not entirely sure about Anakin. I think I like it in the sense it's different to Gas, but yeah, it's still a little bit odd. Oh, wow, beautiful. Go on, wave your hands a bit more, DTMG. Beautiful. Okay. That was a pretty clean wall. Caloran, Finn, Geos. Okay. Let me drive you crazy about you, baby. Alright, Kit, I'm following your rules here. No, I'm not. I'm chicken. I was going to, and then I thought, hang on, but if I do that, then I've got the Omicron still. Oh, I hate the fact that I can't get Merrin's Omicron. It's locked me out with my Night Sisters here when they're pretty damn good. It's like I'm begging CG, will you stop releasing tunes with Omicrons just for like a couple of months so that I can put one on Merrin? CG response, whale. Still, it does frustrate. Yeah, they've never really been able to get Anakin bang on, or at least they've got it right with the recent models, like the one that Gas has got now, but they obviously want to differentiate the two, and I don't mind that. I actually think it's better if they look different, but it's a little odd to see. Yeah, that is a bit odd. You could say that though with Ahsoka though. You know, we got young Ahsoka before we got live action Ahsoka. That would be a good alternative, yeah. Just give us a load of Omicrons that we just don't need. Just let me catch up on some of the ones I do. I mean, I've heard people saying they've been going for the Conquest on me for Padawan Obi-Wan, and I'm like, okay. You know, to each their own. Well, if you remember, they reworked Ahsoka's character model in game before she appeared in the Ahsoka TV series in the flashback episode. So, you know, we had a vision of what a young Ahsoka could look like before we saw what she actually looked like. I'm a little surprised they haven't actually gone back and redone that to get it looking more like Ariana Greenblatt. Only because that seems to be the precedent they've set. There's new Annie. Well, speaking of new Annie, why not just go for him? I get that. I mean, I personally, when the change was made, I wasn't too fussed about it, but I was like, okay, they're obviously doing something. They've got something in mind with it, but I'm not butter about it or anything, you know, it's just... I did like the original model. Yeah, I'm with. For what it's worth, I am with you both. If it was a case of they'd stuck with the Clone Wars one, I wouldn't have been complaining. But if they've changed it, it's like, oh well, they're going down this route with everything. So I'd rather them all look consistent and the same versus having some that look like live action, some that don't. Alright, straightforward again, 65. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not saying I disagree there. I think it's just a case of where CG have been going lately. I mean, you think they don't tend to ask us our opinions on these things. They just do what they want. And I say what they want, you never know. It could be a Star Wars thing. You know, Disney, Star Wars, whoever, they might be saying, we want you to redesign your characters in your game because we want them to look like the properties we're working on. You never know. You know, CG get the flack for it, but it could be, you know, above their heads. I assume you mean Marvel Strike Force there. What I will say with the cartoon characters, though, they do actually start with cartoons and comics, unlike Star Wars, which was predominantly film. Yeah, I think I'm going to apply that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Starkiller's Chron if I can get it. There's a few on that list that I was like, okay, I don't mind going for that. Well, that's kind of it, isn't it? You're essentially just trading one kind of cron for another. You know, it's. I know you can always sort of go, well, that was better than this, but they're still going to do similar things. Okay. Right, let's dispel all debuffs and put that there. Let's get that up Hera. Okay, can we call Ract? Thank you, shield down. Yeah, stun the tank if we can. I mean, I think it was someone in my guild who said there hasn't been a Datacron set that Ray and Slacker haven't benefited from, or Raver. They've all got, like, the key tags that you need. Yeah, the Slacker one did seem the least beneficial as far as it granting turn meter. Bill, you could probably use another level 6. All right, 65. Let's get Bane in. All right, suck. All right, Sass down. I found it interesting that they gave Darkseid bulk. You know, I'm not saying that they had to give both sides the same, but I was surprised they were the ones that got the bulk. It does feel like they gave Lightside the good ones last time, and this time they give them the Darkseid the good ones. Yeah, it has that vibe of the just rotating them around a bit, doesn't it? Oh, okay. Anyone care to clarify something for me? Because I can't remember this off the top of my head. Does Slacker's anti-revive wording state that on his turn? If so, I've just got rid of base permanently. Thank you, I thought it was that, I just had my doubts. Oh. I don't like this. I'm ulting. I know it's very early, but I'm ulting. Yeah. Cheers, Kev. I'm very pleased we're getting it. Okay, bye-bye hooks. Blacker, whenever you're ready, pal. I think we're in a bit of shtick here. I hope so. Plant Abital ready. Oh god, I think we could be dead before I get my ult. Oh, thank God for that. Oh. Right. I'm going to say ult. With an ult of Falea coming in, I am not taking a chance there. Just siphon. Thank God for that. 52. Legion Hellfire. What's the best banner win to beat Jabba? You usually use Kylo. I've lost 2 Grand Arenas in a row due to bad RNG and on Kylo surviving. I tend to use Afra. So I've just faced one today. I can show you. Oh, God, my voice went weird then. Yeah, yeah, this is the Jabba we faced. It was so in terms of relics. Embo a little bit low. No relic 8s or anything crazy except for Boba. Well, actually, Boba and Jabba, but it did have a support Crom. So when you've got Afra, okay. So after that, I would say Night Sisters. If you've got Marin Omicron, that's probably another safe-ish option. If you can't wipe all the sides out, you can usually. If you can't wipe everyone out, you can usually get the sides out and then clean up. So yeah. If as far as the Night Sisters, I've only got mine at very low gear. Well, I say low gear, not like low gear, but on my free to play, like my DAC is gear 12. So I know they need work, but I can get at least to a clean up with them. So something to keep in mind. Yeah, it's certainly not safe, but it is an option. I mean, after that, as far as the best banner win, I think you'd be talking along the lines of maybe a JMK. A JMK with Plo could probably do it. Either that or Leia. Yeah, that's another 1-star kill with the attack again Cron, or the support Cron. Yeah, I mean, if you get facing 12 and 14 mil, you're going to be facing really... It's going to be pretty full accounts, isn't it? I mean, I'm 11, I'm facing 12 here. It doesn't feel that big, but I've got less GLs, they've got everything pretty much, so I get the vibe you're describing. Go for that. I haven't actually tried Raver against Jabba. Well, obviously I haven't got Raver, but I haven't even thought about using it, I should say. That's very poor wording. Alright, let's swap turns. Get a stun in. I know the pain, Gabriel, I know the pain. My free-to-play was getting one or two shards of DB. Last couple since I swapped guilds, I've got 20 odd each. So, quite a big jump. Can we do that? JML, if I've never said it to you, that R9 I gave you, I think that was the best investment I've done. Just in case I've never told you. Let's do that. And that. Oda comes in, basic. Do that. We'll swap with Raven. I actually don't know who I want here. I'm trying to get inherited teachings around. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have thought Leia was the best R9, but she's... I mean, I took her to R9. She's certainly been nice there. I feel like Luke still holds the crown in that regard, though. I mean, I've got him at R8 on my free-to-play, and I do feel the difference. You know, it's like when I'm doing the Braca mission, I feel like I'm more liable to die with my free-to-play, whereas on my main... You know, I get through it a lot more comfortably. Okay. Doom battle's done. We've got Negotiator, Executor, and Radus. Well, might as well do this while we can. You know what? Because my banners have been good, I am going to play it safe. Last thing I want to do is trip up on Flea. Ooh. I've not actually seen anyone do that, but I can understand why it would happen. You know, you sort of think, all right, I need Malgus, and then when you get it, you think, right, R9, and it's only afterwards you go, damn, I should have checked. Yeah, that is a bit rough. The worst bit is that Malak was a requirement and not anything to do with the fleet. I mean, it's not like he's a bad unit or anything. It's not like a bad R9, but still one of those you look at and you go, why did you make me do that, CG? Yeah, I mean, I haven't got mine at R9, I've got mine at R8, but if it was R9, I wouldn't have regrets because Malgus is a very solid tank. It'd feel weird to be upset over it, you know. Oh! Han's dead here. Oh, thank frick for that. I honestly thought I was okay with Han. That's why I didn't attack him. Alright, that gets us our ult at least. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing with when we're talking about Malak and Revan at R9, it's not the fact that Malgus was a bad one, like we say. It's more, if you try and be efficient with the R9s, it feels bad not being efficient. You know, I feel like I've got to a point now on my main where if there is something that I feel can justify an R9, like Raver, I do try to save up the materials for it, because we've got the raid, we've got the means to actually say, right, I'm going to R9 this, so I'm going to get these resources, save them, and then when I do it, it's there. But that's the thing, if you haven't got the resources to do it, or it's harder to do it, then you can't justify it. I think R9 gas is something that only the top players would do, in terms of it's It's something I can get. I understand why people do it, but yeah, it's a bit expensive. I mean, I'd have thought with R9 gas, the big boost in protection helps him stand up more, but it all depends how big the jump is. I mean, if he gets knocked down the same amount of times at R9 as R8, then you have to question the usefulness of it. I think that's the big thing with JML and the R9. You feel the difference, you know, which is very rare in some relic levels. You know, and I'm guessing gas is just nice. It's not like you really feel the difference. But again, that's why maybe someone who's got it could say. I would. I was going to say, Plo makes sense here. Yeah, if it's only 6,000, it doesn't seem like the biggest of jumps. I suppose it's a question of if the offense jump is noticeable as well, then. You know, if he's a little bit tankier and he's hitting a bit harder, is that combined enough? Alright, I won't go into this battle, I'll hold a minute. Just get lined up. The thing with gas as well, on defense, he'll always do one thing, which is he'll draw out something like a CLS or a C or something essentially that is capable of getting him down without needing revives or anything like that, you know. And besides that, he'll also probably nick some banners from the team, you know, that is taken in. If you're using him on offense, he's pretty much just a glass cannon. You know, he's going to lose banners on offense, but he will get you the win, assuming you're taking it in against the right thing. So, it is where you look and you think, if that, as you say, that the relic is just overkill, it's like, win more. Yeah, I think the Datacron comparison is very good there. Yeah, I mean, it's like today I didn't use gas here. You know, I think gas would have been a plan B for my... If I'd have seen Malgus at the back, maybe? But saying that, I'd even got Cal available at the time. I might have split Cal up and done something with him. Assuming it wasn't tank revive. Alright, ad break's over. I've only just seen. You're on a TFL bus going home from college. Well, safe journeys. I'm doing alright myself. We're just finishing up my GAC. We've got Raver on lock in about an hour and 15, I think it is. I will do my utmost to stall the stream. Oh. Well, you're a surprise to see. I don't think this guy's got the memo. Yeah, would you believe me if I said this is how I like it? I did see you post the Mol. I mean, I just don't know what to say there, sorry. That really did get me. I was like, oh man. It was more the fact that I'm like, it was 26, was it, you need? And I'm thinking, it's not like we could even try and get people to sort of just get that little edge. It's like, no, that's a big ask. At least it is only next TB though. If like me, you know, you get a fortnight to prepare for it and all that. Kind of odd hearing no sirens. I'm assuming that's more indicative of where you live. I mean, me personally, I'm very glad when I don't hear sirens. Yeah, I mean, I don't believe I get my Raver to Rallic 9 today. I think if I get to Rallic 5, maybe that's good. But I think 9 is just too much because I haven't got the gear that I need to take her all the way there in terms of signal data salvage. Rallic salvage. But we'll see. I don't think it's a good area outside of touristy areas for what it's worth. It's more just a case of, I think I'd still be happy if I didn't hear sirens. You know, it's like, I know there's that thing of no news is good news, but I think I'd still prefer no sirens. Hello, Ada. Yeah, spaceships go boom. That was actually a good offense. I'm pleased with that. I didn't want to say it early on because I thought I might jinx myself, but I felt like we were doing solid. Yeah, 1 hour 9 to go. I'm chuffed for my guild for what it's worth. You know, since we've done this move where we've had a few members shuffle around, including myself going here, there's just been a massive improvement as far as I can tell in TB. It's been brilliant. Let's go here. I mean, I don't have the numbers from before I got there, but I'd imagine it's been a massive update for Revolution of the Force as well. So it's not like it's just benefited me and the former Des Termit members, it's been both of us. I mean, I think this is well, right, that I don't know exactly what type of area you live in, Sopper, but I know for myself I live kind of in suburban area, shall we say. It's not like I'm in the city centre or anything, so I would be concerned. Actually, when I say concerned, if I see blue lights flashing down the street, I think, ooh, what's going on? You know, because it's kind of an odd, rare thing. Whereas, I suppose if you live more in a more urban area, then you're going to see more activity, aren't you? I will stand by my point. I think I prefer no sirens than some sirens because it, you know, it just feels odd wondering why they aren't there. Yeah. I couldn't have actually told you that there were that many boroughs. I know when I watch quiz shows, they always have these things of like London Underground stations and all that kind of jazz, and I'm like, I've never been near London. Oh, okay, that's a lie. I have been to London, but I've always been on a coach, so I've never actually gone into the touristy parts of London, if you like. So I've just got no clue about any of it. Okay. How many Raver shards we getting per TB? I think last time we got 24. So it's a bit of an uptake from where we were. You know, it's not like 50 shards of Raver or anything crazy, but it's still decent. And hopefully now a lot of us are getting Raver Mole next time. You know, fingers crossed we can help those who haven't got it get it more consistently. Oh, hang on. A few days ago, there was on the local news tear gas released at a school. Bloody hell. I mean, I had a high school teacher who, the best way I can phrase it, she was just a very nice lady. You know, I think she was my art teacher. And, you know, I didn't really keep track of things after high school. And anyway, because my mum worked at the school, she actually kept in touch a bit. And for some reason, she came round to our house, like when I'd come back home from university or something. And she'd said she'd moved to London. And she was like, honestly, just don't move there. Just don't go anywhere near London. Because I'm frightened walking down the street. And I'm like, I know that's like exactly what you're kind of getting at, Sopha, but it's where I've never underestimated the danger of London, but equally I can't help but look and think, no news is bad news kind of thing, you know. And I know you might be saying, well, no news is no siren, but equally for me it's like, if I hear a siren, then I think there is bad news. That makes sense. Isn't 50 Shards a film? 50 Shades. Well, it's definitely a play on it, yeah. I didn't come up with 50 Shards, by the way. That was the Discord group 50 Shards of Cam. I don't know if Ruth Vader's in here. That they're one of the big members of that group. By the by, I've always loved the help they give there. It was a student who released it. Bloody hell. I mean, I find it weird that you've got, as you phrased it, clans. You know, it's like, really? That sounds OTT. Like we've got actual gangs. I mean, for all I know, there's stuff like that in Stoke, but I wouldn't know. I just keep my head down too much, or I try to. Alright, we're up against VK Warrior. So, 10.3 to 11.8. 256 8s to 323, so wow. Only 3 Omicrons behind, thankfully, 26-29. 2 GLs behind, not a surprise. 164 to 219 Ralix. And 139 173 on Rylix 5 pluses. Mods, we're behind. 41 to 50 on the 25s. 168 to 192 on the 20s. 314 to 480 on the 15s. Plus, they've got more than double my Datacron rerolls, so not great. And just skimming down this, they haven't got Suri built up. That is a chink in the armor. But it looks like everything else they've got. Oh, hang on, saying that, not a maxed out Leviathan either, so that's another little chink. 2 little chinks we might be able to exploit. But other than that, and the fact that they've got a crazy fast GBA, yeah, not too much to sniff at. Oh, let's go it. It would be helpful if they had raid mods on. Okay, so this is what we're expecting. We've got Lord Vader, Jabba, Gungans. We've got Rayba, Leia, JMK, Qui-Gon, Starkiller, DTMG, Dash, and Queen Amidala. This is going to be tough. Let me back up a sec. Very good point. I didn't look at that, I'll be honest. I was busy looking at these bits. I just completely neglected that, so good spot, Osprey. Well, that should make the Lord Vader battle easier. Let's see if that's what they put down. Yeah, it looks like it. No attempts, so we'll just go straight here. Okay, that looks different, so let me drag this over here. We've got Lord Vader and Jabba. There are Gungans, but instead of Reva, it is Queen Amidala, so let's remove that from there. No, they locked in mods. Bit of a shame as far as what we were facing, but still. Down here we got Leia, Starkiller, we've got JMK and Qui-Gon, so that's what we expected. Visas Kron could be a little annoying potentially, but not horrendous. That is a good tank Kron, so we're gonna have to try and absolutely obliterate Leia. Now, the one counter that I put down here that I'm not confident on, but I feel like I need to give a go, is Starkiller on Gungans. When I was doing my planning, which again was after lock-in, I say lock-in, I mean after the attack round started, this was about the best thing that I could see, because it's not a high win rate, I think it's about 30%. But with the attack again or support crons 1 to 2, it was viable. So I'm going to try and save my attack again cron for that. That's assuming I've got an attack again cron. But that does mean that Slacker could suffer. And I haven't got attack again. Alright, well, that's definitely not good. Man, oh man, look at all them compared to the greens. Yeah, gonna be a slog this. I mean, they haven't attacked, so I wouldn't say it's over, but certainly not on. Okay. Hey up, Stripley, how you doing, man? Yeah, it's easier for Starkiller. I wouldn't say easy, though. Right, let's start with Rebels here. And we'll put him on these bronze. I'm doing alright. I'm going to say I get that vibe of things happening, a lot of things happening at the same time lately. I know for myself, I've said it a lot, but this year's been really weird for me. I had plans this year. I wanted to do things, and I wouldn't say I've been able to get off the ground at all. So I'm kind of waiting for 2024 to end, like burn it with fire. But hey, oh. Yeah, I mean, it's not like 2020 or anything, obviously, it's nothing that bad, but just personal preference of, you know, I'll be glad when this one's over. Yeah, that is not good. Okay. Yeah, I need to... oh, no, you cheeky bloody git. Bloody cheeky, that. Alright, thank you. I needed that dispel like yesterday. Let me take me freaking turns. Thank you. Now let me remind myself on this Visas Cron. Okay, so leave it till last. I'm really wary because I don't want Starkiller getting buff. I will take that though. Okay. Let's do that again. Pull the assists. 1. Okay, blind doing wonders. Just basic. PD. Thank God for that. Okay. Blind. Thank God for that. 72. Making me sweat. Alright. Bad batch. The baddest of batches. I just want to got a Crom with a tank revive. Oh, it must be that. Okay, I won't use that. That seems a waste. I've got a... Actually, I'll just see what we have got. That might be alright, a bit armor pen crit damage. Arguably it's not needed, but at this point I don't think we're going to be using all the battles anyway. But that seems about average around my area for what it's worth. A little surprising for London. And so Stoke's bus service is absolutely atrocious. Perfect. Alright, what's my best health Cron? Neither of these are particularly great, at least in terms of using them here, so I am going to be mildly ballsy and not use one. Okay, so we can ignore Taunt, so we'll just go for Cat. And we'll go for JMK, I guess. Go for the fastest. Prime Suspect? I'm mixed on Tuchel. The thing is, as a manager, I know he's won things previously, but I'm not like a crazy fan of him in general. So, you know, I've heard people talking about like an anti-German thing. I'm like, nah, get over that. But as far as him as a manager, I can't help but have this feeling that when he's won things, it's been more down to luck than his own managerial prowess. Like, take Chelsea. It's a little bit odd to say, but I feel like he did well off a lot of what Lampard started. You know, you go to Bay and he kind of finished what Nagelsmann had done there, and then when he had a full season, he didn't do much. So yeah, very strange. Alright, we'll submit that. Leia, let's go for First Order. Although, I'm saying First Order, how about we go... Armorer. We did something like this last time, didn't we? Where we went Armorer, GMY... Can't remember who I threw in with it. Yeah, I will admit that did feel bad when he died. I don't really get why they've coded it that way. Not like C didn't need the help, you know. Alright, let's just go First Order. We'll do... that. Bingo was his name up. Okay, so we gotta get rid of the days, but after that we might have a chance. Yeah, Daze is annoying. But we have got crit hit immunity. So we can do a poke on Leia potentially and then try and get to Drogon. So much for that plan. Maybe a poke on R2 then? We got one ult. Okay. Flapper and Armourer, they're almost a perfect match made in heaven. Probably only C and Armourer have a better relationship. Maybe Bo-Katan's got more to say about that than I know. And the rest was history. I mean, you think I'm essentially trying to get in and attack every time she attacks. I mean, 2 minutes 24. I don't know if the AI is dumb enough and will start using the wrong abilities. Looks alright. Alright, so I need a JMK cleanup. I'm wondering if gas is needed for Quad May. I'm looking at Grand Inquisitor and thinking, is that enough? Because there's no insta-kill. Padme is on my JMK team on defense. All right, that's a bit ballsy. I think I've heard Padme. Let me get this right. I think I've heard Padme Cat can do JMK Cat, but that was like when JMK first came out. All right, let's do that. 6 stacks, lovely. That's good to know. I mean, there was someone who used to do counter. Oh, we got an app break, my bad. Oh, you snoozed it. Thank you. It's alright, I was looking at my panel. I thought it said we were in one. But yeah, Endel Beale, I was just going to go on about. He used to do counter guides for GLs. I used to love listening to the breakdowns, but he retired when Datacrons came in. I can't blame him because it was probably just, why should I keep up with all this? But yeah, he used to do good stuff before then, before that point. Ooh. That was before the dark times, before the Datacrons. Like this nonsense of stunning all the time. Yeah, that ain't working. I haven't got Malgus written down anywhere, so maybe we can use him. The downside is I think I did have Malgus planned for another team. So we're probably using a counter that I was planning to use in the original draft. Hopefully we don't need it. Yeah, touch of irony about it. You gotta make it to 7 stars? Nice one. That's Galactic War now, isn't it? Who got that? Ahsoka, right. Okay, thank you for the evade. Come on, nearly there. Thank you. Right, hang in there, Raven. So, JMK will ult. We can't stop it. Can we survive it? Right, just remind me, what does Doubt do? I forget this every time I see it. Can't gain bonus turn meter or buffs or recover protection. That buff bit should be handy. Yeah, we'll go for the sides. Flip-flopping between them, but I was thinking who's probably the biggest problem, and it's a bit of a coin toss, to be honest, because Padme's going stop us doing out-of-turn attacks, which there aren't that many, but Malgus does do a bit of it. Usually on witting. Hey! Like that. Hit. 2 minutes 40. Yeah, that ain't gonna do too much. I was thinking of the counters. Because Malgus counters, doesn't he? Alright, I hear things and I'm like, am I imagining that he counterattacks? Like when I've seen him counterattacking during the battle, I'm thinking, have I imagined this? They really want Darth Ravi. Alright, walls down at least. Okay, could have been worse. Yeah, he certainly responded like a priority unit. Oh, he was attacked like one, I should say. By the by, why would you put Calorin in there? Feels a bit overkill, you know. Okay, this isn't a perfect Crom, but we'll try it. Gas can beat this. Well, I say this as in Queen Amidala, not necessarily this specific composition. Yeah, generally it's down to the fact that there's loads of buffs and Gas likes fighting teams with loads of buffs. Like for instance, Padawan Obi-Wan, just nothing happens there. Yeah, sorry about that ad break, by the way. Need to keep my eye on it. Okay, so that's fine. One down. Alright, so that's the sacrifice. I mean, we don't want to lose fives, but that did help. Yeah, that was pretty big stonking hits at the end. Right. Right, what's next? Night Sisters on Jabba. Yeah, sorry about the ads. I keep missing when to snooze them. So when I was saying before, I use my Night Sisters to take out Jabbas. This is where it feels very reckless saying that, because every time I look at these Gear 12s and a Gear 8 here, I can't help but think, surely not. But, yeah. Who won the Gas battle? Gas. We actually ended up just whacking them. Like, I think Echo got Padawan Obi-Wan in one hit. Let's put some Plague out. Ooh. I know that might be the inefficient way of doing it. Hang on. Did Merrin just take a turn in that magic stealth? Alright, whatever. Mine is not to reason why. CG never change. It's because I'm scared, T-Max. I am not a proficient Night Sisterer. I feel like I get that comment a lot, and I'm like, I really wish I was a better Night Sisterer. Besides, mine aren't modded like specific, you know, like how I know certain people have theirs done. I'm doing that for the simple fact he's got the ult. And that should give us instant defeat immunity. Right, let's just do that. I want Chrysanthemum down. That is like my big thing. Yeah, I'm not trying to win this. I need that to be clear. The main priority is to get into a clean-up position with Mon Mothma. If I can win after, then fair play, but I don't anticipate it. Yeah, I mean, if I got a bit of time to put some investment into my Night Sisters, I would like to get the counter working as intended and learn how to do it properly. But I know how to get to this point well enough. It'd be nice if it hadn't been the Sarge that had gone down. Because she doesn't stack offense here, does she? Although, I bet Daka's stacking health, isn't she? If only I could get a revive on just a Sarge. Let Spirit keep dying. Ooh, Dax looking bad. I was saying that about stacking max health, and then she's looking a touch weak. Alright, that was the one I didn't want coming back, but whatever. Alright, we'll take it. Let's get Mon in. Okay, I could do that to just double checking what the best Mon comp is for this. Right, so Jabba, Zact, Bleed, Mon. 93, 96. I'm surprised Kara's in there. You'd have thought Kara would hurt it. I mean, that to me looks better even if it's got a lesser win rate. That is a fair point. Go on, we'll do... Let me get this right. Kyle. We've got Power down here. Kara. And who's the missing one? HRS. Adrad. I do need for the bat wall. But I am wondering if wigs would be useful. Like trade wigs in for HRS and... Yeah, maybe sub them two out and put these two in. Okay. Okay. Give it a go. I'm heavily reliant on Kyle here, it feels. I know we want Wedge's basic just to put it out there. I feel like we need a buff to spell as well. I was saying that the Trooper does that eventually. I'm saying eventually. I was just going to say he does it at the start. It's the days he does eventually, isn't it? Okay. We're looking good here. Cool. All right, next up. Uno, dos, tres, catorce. Oh, that's the funky one. Who do we go here? Jack, I guess. Do I have a I don't have a Jedi Cron. That feels wrong. Although, saying that, we do have the tank... Yeah, we have got a tank revive Cron. So I think we go for that. We can use that on Rogue One. Yeah, we'll go for that. That way, if JML bites the dust, we've still got the others to support. Yeah, that was a good cleanup. I mean, to be honest, I don't think I got any Crons with good protection anyway. Based on what I saw before, the majority of my Crons are the newest set, and I don't think any of them actually had protection. I don't actually know where all my Jedi Crons have gone, because I'm sure I've got one or two, but I don't know if I've got them since lock-in. Alright, Lord Vader. Let's put that back on JML just so he's healthier. AoE to get rid of Maul. What with Luke? Okay, there's the tank revive. Go on, we'll do an AoE. Let's just keep going for Ninth Sister for a minute. We'll do that just so that JML's got some protection. Okay, that's nice. Let's just keep giving Hoda some love. Although saying that, if we can just get some hits on Lord Vader, why not? Right, nothing too crazy Crom-wise. You know, stats seem fair. Yeah. That was just a horrendously timed cleanse. Yeah, let's just go for Royal Guard. Try and get him out. Yeah, that's brutal. I don't think we get Royal Guard. Maybe? Oh, come on, clicking. Right, just about got that. Let's give that to JML just so he taunts. Yeah, exactly. You can just see it and feel it. I mean, arguably I've got better sides on my main as well. I've got Cal available, for instance. If I wanted, I've got Cam. But yeah, JML is just the big thing. Okay, weak through. Let me just see. Can I cannot. Okay. Answer my own question. All right, Jedi. Old Benneth. And any options here? Seem nice. Kinda like that, actually. Defense, just to make sure that they don't nuke me. Hey up, Fred. How you doing, man? Let's just trigger that. GSC is going alright. A bit messier on my free-to-play here than it was on my main account, but we're ploughing on. How's yours going? Ooh, death mark on Starkiller, that's not good. Ugh. Oh. That is like god level RNG from the AI. I mean, I can carry on, but oh, I just feel sad. Let's retreat. It's far less, but it's still on the high end, isn't it? You know, you got 1 of 3, it's a 33% chance. You think, come on. I don't know how you read that. Oh, if it's in the code, then that's different. I was going to say, I wasn't reading 80-odd% chance there. I just, you know me, I don't go into code. Right. Yeah, some of the new ones do look good, I will agree. I think it's safe to say, though, I've been blocked here. Nothing I've got can get through Gungans. Let's do our best here. Let's see what we can get through. I've got DTMG down. It isn't DTMG, it's Mon Mothma. I mean, I think that is still solid, but... I assume he doesn't mean he looks into the Matrix. You know, I don't think we should be calling Osprey Neo. Okay, revive. Well, that was nice. I mean, if we're betting on CG, I'd say there's a fair amount of them that probably do more than they say they do. I've just seen I have got Padme. I think it's safe to say I'm messing around with some of these. Let's do that. Alright, they got a thing for mace. My main OP here is I can get a good hit off with courage. There's the nuke. We lose Quad May. Yeah, it's going nowhere. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. Let's do the other one for a minute. I'm looking now, we've got Gideon, and I'm thinking maybe we can do something with him separately. My bounty hunters have got Bonzo here. And I think they're on defense. It's almost like a reward for my opponent. Congratulations, you breached my defense. Here you go, have some trash stuff to beat. Yeah, Gideon got nerfed. I didn't mean doing easy stuff with him. I just meant, you know, using him. Yeah, those are the bounty hunters I have available. No boss guy either. Let me just see, we got a light side tank. I've got GBA, maybe I could throw him in here. I mean, I'm not saying it'll work, let me just make that clear. But I'm kind of all out of options, so why not? Oh, freaking hell, that just feels sad when you see it. Auto days, yeah. I don't see an out here. Maybe I can do something with a higher powered group of First Order. There you go. Yeah, dispel that. I'm not getting through Adrad here, though. He's just too friggin' tanky. That is brutal. I've also just lost my buff to spell, so. I think that Hux has got one, but it does need advantage, I think. And yeah, there's the Omicron dead. Oh well. Yeah, I don't knock Adrad. I think he's better than people remember. I mean, it's like here, I'm scratching my head thinking, have I got absolutely nothing for him? And the simple thing is, I haven't. It's like, you kind of look and think, could you do something kooky like that? But no. And then I haven't got anything for the Gungans either, so yeah, we're kind of stonewalled. Not nice. Oh well. Even before we started, we knew there were going to be a few iffy ones. We've got a Gungan counter that really needs a specific cron. Like I say, I only looked into what we were facing ahead of the round, or, you know, once the round was locked in. So it's not like I could change my defense or anything. The Adrad was a curveball. I hadn't anticipated that, so yeah, that's just a bummer. Yeah, I mean, I think Seabane kind of did what we needed it to as far as getting us to a cleanup. But yeah, I know what you mean. If we'd have thrown, say, GBA in there or something instead. Yeah, in my mind, I was trying the one-shot, because I'm sure when Bane first came out, the idea was that he was meant to lift C up to the point of taking out JMK. But yeah, it didn't work. I mean, it isn't Bane. It was meant to be, I'm sure. It was what people were thinking. Okay, so I'll clarify it. That was the point when we thought it would. Because the whole idea was we got this increased enemy cooldowns by 2 so you could keep Cat from doing an insta-kill straight away. So, again, that was what everyone was thinking at the time. And honestly, they really could do with revisiting it. I know that sounds like me just saying that because, oh yeah, I lost a round, but it's like... people might use it with C more if it did. Hello, Vito. Alright, so I am all done on this account. I'm going to move over to Temin though, so I'm ready for Raver. Let's go here. Yeah, I just didn't get that. It was... I mean, granted, I've only just experienced it because it's really the first time I've tried that. But on paper, it doesn't make sense. But hey-ho, whatever CG wants. Yeah, it's still in game, but it's got a different meaning to what we thought. I mean, I think they should have refunded Omicrons and whatnot based on that. You know, I think people will have invested in Omicrons for that line, but arguably people would still want the Omicron, so it's not exactly something that... Do you know what I'm getting at? I think there should have been the option, even if many people wouldn't have taken it up properly anyway. Now, I thought it was after. not long after, but I thought it was after. But I do remember it all. I do remember all that to do about it. Right. I mean, again, we're talking, what, 6 months? Oh, wasn't it? Over 6 months now, isn't it? A long time ago. Trying to think of something I can do to faff around for a few minutes. Hang on, I haven't done that many, have I? One. Negotiator, that'd be what was flagged. I'm guessing yeah, that makes more sense. 4 there, you got the level 85 and the negotiator, right? Alright, I just saw it and I thought, hey, how's that line up? I mean, just going back to Omicrons and all this, like, I want to put Qui-Gons on so I can use him in Grand Arena properly, but I just can't afford to apply it. So frustrating. I mean, I've got Bo-Katan Mandalore just chilling here in the favourites, and I'm nowhere near on here compared to my free-to-play, but, you know, I'm kind of hoping that I can loop my way back round to it at some point. Have I got to put anything down this round? I don't think so. Oh yeah, I have. Kashyyyk. You want my Grief and my GMY. And Crimson's being asked for Savage, Dark Trooper, Cad, and Signer Django, and Logray. Okay. Keep them on my screen so I can come to them. I'll go back to it. I've got Jack all to do right now. It's a very refreshing in some ways, but it's also a little bit awkward. That's why I'll just collect all these. I've got loads of this currency. The only thing I ever buy is prestige. Maybe credits if I'm running low, but with the assault battle that's come out, the Duel of the Fates, you just don't need it. Anyone get this feeling that CG are due to do some really big quality of lifestyle update where, like, something really big changes, like mods or I don't know exactly what, but it does feel like they're overdue for a big revamp in some area of the game. Something that makes you reevaluate what you're doing. Like, I can't remember what the last big one was. I know we've had Datacrons, and I think mods was around that time, but other than that, I can't think of anything new in a while. I mean, just to keep that as a hot topic, making the time sync and conquest less would be nice, and TB. Time sync in general would be my biggest quality of life improvement. But I know if I'm talking about like more realistic things, I'd be saying maybe just some form of expansion on mods. I mean, I don't remember when we got mods 2.0 or whatever the current one is, but maybe just something where we can actually go to 7. You know, I'm kind of curious what 7E would be like. Yeah, that'd be good. Adding more sim options in the game in general would be helpful. You know, I think obviously there are things they'll not want you to sim, and I respect it, but there are some things where I'm like, come on, this just takes so much time out of the day. Can you add a sim option? So I think there are things they can add for sure. Yeah, for sure. The one big thing I would like with Datacrons, if you're talking about helping them find them, what I'd like is if you could, a bit like in squads where you got rename and rearrange, I'd like it if you had that option for Datacrons. So you could say, right, can I name this Datacron? And I know that they've got the name and the CGB might be like, oh, you know what that cron is? You've got a Shatcron. But I might have 2 Shatcrons. I mean, look here, I've got 2 Plocrons. It'd be nice if they gave you the option to name them, so you can say, right, this is my whatever cron. Like, you know, supposing you've got it for a very specific team. That way, you know what you're using. Whereas, at this point in time, I'm like, all right, this is Plo, this is got all these stats, right? This Plo one, this got all these stats to these levels. You know, it'd be nice if you could just name them and say, right, this is the good one. But yeah, I suppose for something that's so temporary, they don't want to do it. Yet they put money into it, so I don't know. I'm trying to think what else they could do that's not like ridiculously expecting too much of them. I mean, for me, I think one of the things would be maybe something to do with DB as far as actually getting through missions a bit easier. Pen with the resub, 10 months. Thank you very much, Pen. How you doing, man? You know what? I won't spend that energy, but I'm also very much aware that if Raver's missing something, I'm going to have big sides to use my energy. Alright, I'm just going to refresh. So Kashyyyk, Platoon 3, GMY, Platoon 5, Reef. And I believe that's all that was needed. Yeah, Raver time. I'm being teased. Let me exit the game and restart. $400, I think she needed of the shop prods. I think it was 300 for the battle computers. It was not nice farming them. I mean, I don't think I've done an upgrade in 3 weeks now. I mean, Pen's in my guild, maybe you can say, oh yeah, I saw you do this, but genuinely I don't think I've done an upgrade. Here we go. And here we go. 20 beautiful shards. All right. Let's see how far we can take her. I mean, how long is this now? It's November 2022, is it she came out? I am so sorry, Mol. I am so sorry. Any consolation? I'll watch yours when you do it next time. Never have game music on Twitch. John Williams really likes to get his money, and as much as I don't mind the idea of him getting his money, Twitch is a bit funny about it. And YouTube. So it looks like I was right about Rowlet 5. That's definitely doable day 1. Rowlet 6 is doable. We get to Rowlet 7. A little bit shy. Let's just remove some of them. I know that you'll need more anyway, but I just want to have what we need for now. And I need a full piece here. Alright, Relic 7 day 1. For me, that's very good. I never get things done that quick. So, I'll take that. We've got all we need for... Actually, nearly all we need. I've just realised we're 20 short on the impulse detectors, so I need to do a bit of extra work there. But that is quite usable for me out the gate. How many armies? We have got 1 army, sadly. So, leadership. Yeah. This is what I was saying before. The army, the amount of armies needed in the game right now is bordering on ridiculous. I mean, they just need to give us a load that we don't need for a while, just to allow us to get some that are maybe a little more flex. Right, I haven't got a mod loadout for her. I will sort that. Actually, I'll tell you what. Because I don't want to be frowned upon for neglecting, I will actually... Oh, sorry, just look at all this. Oh man, oh man. Can you tell we're all a bit excited? Oh, Molly, I'm sorry. I'm laughing, but I am sorry. Genuinely, if it were me, I would be in your shoes. I'd be feeling very, very, very envious. Oh. Alright. We got 20, Mol needed 26. Just for context for anyone who missed it. Let's do a remod. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get that many, but I bet there's a fair chunk of us who'll get her. Alright, let's use all characters. And we're on the 17th of the 10th. Come for the GAC, stay for the remod. Okay, I've got a load of characters locked in, so what I need to do is grab Braver and just drag her where she belongs to be. Out of curiosity, where would people put her? I mean, in my mind, she goes there. And I have got Luthen somewhere down here, I think, as well. Somewhere down here. There he is. I feel like he could do with just lifting up a little bit. Back there, I'd say. Not like a high priority for me, but still, it'd be nice to give him something better than what he had. Alright, automate, let's see how it goes. Also, this is where remods make me laugh, because it's like, Darren there, he's actually off target. But I'm kind of happy with where he is, so I don't really want to touch him. Lucifer, hello there. How you doing? I need did get my timestamps on YouTube. I couldn't tell you when you said that. There we go, timestamps, thank you. I always worry I've missed someone, that's why I like being able to see the time. Okay, let's have a look. What's Raven knocking here? 123k health, 447 effective, 78k protection, 290 speed. Let's do a compare, because I genuinely don't know what Raven's mods are ideally at. There we go. So speed and offense are the best mods. Let's do a remod with that in mind then. Actually, I will go by what Rufaida's recommending. According to Swagger GG, the stats at around Relic 8, 104k health, 97k protection, 296 speed. I mean, it does give PD and SD as well, but I'm like, only one of them be needed. Right, what are we at now? By the way, I've got my chat hidden, so I'm sorry if I don't see you for a second. 102 health, that's decent. 297 speed. There's 300 here, that's only 3 off. I'm not going to bite over that. PD 79. That's a little low, but that could get bumped up with relics. Although, this isn't running an offense and health. So I'm actually going to switch it, so they must use offense. And we're going to just check the primaries. Crit damage, health, health. Okay, that's definitely going to confuse it. Alright, let's see what we got. The speed dropped again, 291. Health is 112, which is above the requirement. So I think what we do... I think we lower the speed a bit. Because, again, this is Rufaida's recommendations, and I'm not saying they're wrong or anything. If anything, I'm just basing it off Swagger GG. But I think we aim for a desired speed of 300. And we're going to go required speed of 292. Or 296. Just see if we can get around that ballpark. But then health. 104,000. Oh, right, wrong. And then the physical damage around 79. Try that. We're going for offense mod. You'd think it would be tricky, but possible. Let's have another loop. Yeah, it didn't do anything. So maybe what I need to do is work on the actual secondaries. Like, for instance, we've got a cat mod here that's got offense percentage, but probably needs calibrating. Try and get less protection, more offense percent. Maybe bump that up a little bit, like if we go to 65. Bit more. I'd say a bit more. Let's try 100. Let's see if going all the way to 100 changes it. It looks like it's doing something this time. No, nothing useful. In fact, it decided not to go for the correct sets again. Alright, let's deep dive. So, actually, I'll tell you what. Oh, I never clicked that button. I mean, I can do. Yeah. I'm actually going to just leave that a second. I'm going to create a new loadout. Okay, I went a bit overboard there. Okay, so the thought process here is, if I go for Galactic Legends, by the by, why can't I filter by Galactic Legend? That's strange. Alright, so let's remove all. And then just add in the GL. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then all the way down at the bottom, where she apparently isn't waiting. Okay, what is Raver at the top still? Yeah, there she is. Alright. I'm going to lock them in. I really feel like they need to do something where they change the storage function. At least as far as just disconnecting it from lock-in mods. Just makes everything feel slower. Okay, so we go for Baz. And I want to see what it comes up with when it can just take any mods out of my roster except for the GL mods. Because then I can import that into the loadout I was just working on. There's a reason why I'm doing this on stream, by the way. It's because some people might find it interesting. Okay, so I still want to tweak this anyway. I want to make sure that there must be an offense set. And we're going to make sure they've got the correct primaries. Yeah, the offense is still low here. And again, it didn't go for an offense set. Alright, I'm actually going to try and bully it into doing it. I really want it to do an offense set. And for some reason it includes defense. That's weird. Alright. Filters. Offense. Fly. And then go offense percentage total. So we can start with Tarpals. Maybe. Can I actually add filters in? Yeah, let's go for offense percentage secondaries. There we go. So if from there we sort by speed. I mean, I'll have a look at that. That's 22. $19's not bad with an offense set. We're going to put... Ooh, Fulcrum's mod can be taken, surely. Just to keep an offense set. I'm looking at crew and thinking, we could take yours. I want to make sure we stay tanky though. I won't take a Malgus mod, that feels wrong. Like they're equally important. Maybe we try and work on this Royal Guard mod. That's offense, offense, health. So if we're looking at this, it's got offense percentage. And then we just need an offense mod to finish, which we haven't got here. We'd go for that. 3, 4. Yeah, that doesn't work out because we're still too low. Okay, that definitely sums up why my problems are coming. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a think about this. I think essentially I'm gonna have to go back to the idea before, where if we find Third Sister down here, I think we're just gonna have to go for the non-offense build and just make her a tanky AF. And we'll just raise Luthen a bit as well. Where the hell's Luthen? He isn't that far down, is he? There he is. I want DCMG to have some better mods. Yeah, just put him ahead of Dakar, I think. For now. Alright, I'm going to automate and then I'm going to save it and leave it. So, yeah. That'll do for now. Anyway, you guys saw the actual unlocking and whatnot, so that was a big thing for me. Alright, so thanks to those of you who stuck around just while I was doing that, because, like I say, I think there is a benefit to showing a remod at times as far as what actually goes into it. Especially when Hot Utils gets in the mix and it kind of can get complicated. Complicated, even. So, let me just see if we can find a raid destination. Who's online? Can't say I've heard of Le Pixel Cube. They're from France, that might be why. Braves Fan Town's on. Alright, I bet we go there. I haven't been to Braves Fan for a bit. Well, saying that, I think Bones has just started. Let's go to Bones instead. Okay, so, any thank yous I need to hand out? We did have the raid from Wonprat, so thank you very much for that, Wonprat. And we had a resub from Pen, so thank you very much, Pen. Plans to be back tomorrow night, so hopefully I'll see you then. I'm intrigued about Bones. Oh, I thought he was doing the crate raid, but he's doing the Mando mission in TB, so go and wish him some support for me. Alright, hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye for now, folks.